just totally shifted. The speech just kind of,
It
ceased.
disappeared
It's
for
just
10
stopped.
months.
By the age of 2, we knew that he had to be chewing food, and he was not. He was just swallowing them.
He wouldn't even look at me. Wouldn't even eye contact.
His toys, he would line them up in perfect little rows, and they had to be a certain way. If you moved them, he put them
He would
exactly
move
like
them
they
right
were.
back to where they were supposed to be at.
Probably around 18 months of age, I started to notice that although her speech was really advanced for her age, she was speaking a lot in scripts. So she would memorize things from TV shows or movies, and then the echolalia started. So if I said, Campbell, I love you, or I love you, Campbell, she would say, I love you, Campbell, instead of I love you, Mommy. Eli presented a little bit more classically. He had the speech delay, he had some sensory issues with food.
I mean, my world stopped. I'm like almost tearing up now. Like I couldn't make it.
My husband and I both, it hit us pretty hard the second time around, knowing that this is what our family was going to forever look like.
Many families affected by autism seek out individualized programs like Therapy and Beyond that encourage family involvement and are designed and based on the principles of applied behavior analysis, or ABA.
And the minute that I met with a provider who actually, our developmental pediatrician, who explained to me the benefits of ABA, I immediately knew that this is what was going to save my children.
We understood that if we really wanted him to grow, that he would have to be in a smaller setting.
But realistically, I was like, I just want him to say mommy. I just want him to say daddy. I just want him to tie his shoes. I just want him to give me genuine eye contact and meaningful expression.
In that moment, my goal was simply to avoid the 12 o'clock call. How can Eli make it through a school day?
The main goal I had for Kenneth when he started at Therapy and Beyond was to improve his social skills, not just with his peers, but also with elders, his manners, waiting for his turn.
But the first thing that really singled Therapy and Beyond out to me is just this thought of combining play with therapy. Because I know everybody's kind of motivated by fun. I absolutely want to have fun.
And we knew when we walked in. We knew without a shadow of a doubt, this is where we need to start. This is where we're going to be and stayed.
Yeah,
Like,
the
yeah.
you could feel them
It
being
was-
so genuine and caring. It was there.
They did a thorough assessment of him to understand where exactly he was, what he needed, and what was realistic to target.
We love Therapy and Beyond so much that we pulled our daughter out of public education and put her in the Teach Me Academy program. And the reason is we saw within the month leaps and bounds of development in our children, where the communication improved, the behavior improved, their engagement with us and with the world around them was improving.
So the academic things he did do well on, he picked those up fairly quickly.
Yeah.
The social things, those
There you
were
go.
really our concerns.
Yeah.
And we would sit down with them, and they would actually develop, programs for him.
So it wasn't just what was on the paper. They would respond to everything that they saw and turn it into a program that he could master.
There wasn't a time when they didn't tailor it to him. Like it was always about Anthony.
They treated him like he's the only child under their care.
They individualized even his tokens and reward systems.
As the teachers and therapists have just pulled out of him, enthusiasm and that will to participate.
Every morning having, a dozen smiling faces come and welcome you it's a perfect start to the day. I mean, I don't even need coffee after that, right? So
He's received nothing but compassion from day one.
He gets so excited when he sees them.
It's just you can't like that's just priceless. That's priceless. That's lifelong compassion.
So just going the extra step and the extra mile, it's changed my children. It's changed our family.
We have the highest, most optimistic hopes for him, and I think he's come a really long way. Absolutely.
He can draw like you would believe. He writes in numerous fonts. When he writes, you don't know whether he's going to do Old English or he's got so many fonts you wouldn't even believe it.
So we said, okay, we're going to set him up this year without the extra supports and see how it works out. He thrived because he had the great support system going in. So then we went from there to, okay, let's try private school, let's try middle school, let's
try regular school.
public school. And he went to Morris,
Yeah.
and he thrived.
Yeah.
He did extremely well at Morris, and so next year he'll be moving to high school with me. Yeah. He'll be doing early college.
We invite you to enroll your child in a program that guides them to become competent and confident in their abilities, successful in educational and community experiences, a program that instills the ability and desire to learn and allows each child to reach their full potential in all aspects of development.
I feel like at my school people understand me.
People with autism, they think differently. It's like they may not be able to communicate, but the right support and they'll be able to thrive too.
Have a great day.